So, carry on these vlogs I'm doing the last couple of days. Come back here with an update. Yeah, so I decided this is the only gasket I'm going to buy new. Unless I have to. Because of my current situation with so much shit being kind of, sketchy, I'm not even going to bother to put anything new on this goddamn thing. But look, we're making some seriously quick progress here. I'm seeing my backyard. Underneath that tarp next to them fucking wheels is a pallet with some parts on it. And I got either there or in this back mess, I've got a couple of tapped B18 oil pans, so I got to dig those out. The main reason why I decided I'm gonna run these fucking pistons anyway, despite that they're all jacked up and shit, is because the rods are jacked up too. So I wasn't gonna. I feel confident that the rods aren't gonna fail, but I still didn't want to build with those and sell to somebody. I always plan on using them, and because the rods are kind of sketch, might as well go ahead and use sketch pistons with them. I just want to boost a B18, like a straight B18 non-VTEC. It's something I wanted to do for a long time. I've been wanting to do it for years. So I'm going to do that because this is going to be a really quick project. I've got ARP head studs for a B18 already. I had literally everything I can to just throw a B18 together and have it, ready to go real quick. Like I said earlier on Instagram, once I get back on somebody's payroll, I'm going to buy a clutch and injectors, and then I just need to buy a cable to hydro or hydro to cable post mount and setup so that way I can throw it in a car. There's a guy I'm talking to, I'm meeting this weekend for a D-Series block, and he's got a rolling shell for $150. So we'll see how that potentially goes. I'd honestly prefer like an EK because I've already got a harness for one. And all that stuff, like I was talking about the other day, I've already got a harness and an ECU for the 99 2000, or not 99 2000, but 96 2000 and shit. So, I would potentially be saving money there. But we'll see what happens. I'm not really in a rush to get the shell. I still want to get this 100%. I might have to buy an intake manifold gasket. I'm not 100% sure. The intake, or the head I have outside doesn't have the intake manifold still bolted to it. But I also potentially could go pick up another B18 block that's got a hole in it, but it's a full long block, and I might potentially do that. So, like, I was originally going to pick it up this weekend, or the other day, I was going to give the guy $50 for it. It's the one I was telling you all about that I was going to pick up, and me and him were straddling either side of his engine, about to yank it up and put it in the trunk, and then I seen there's a big-ass hole in the block, and I passed. I wasn't willing to pay $50 for a holy block. But I think I'd be willing to pay like $30 just so I could take the accessories off of it and take the head, because the head's complete and the intake manifold's complete. So I might do that still. Also, the main reason why I'm talking about this too is the single cam, right? Y'all remember I told you I had a healthy single cam in that short block, or a healthy crank in that short block? Well, I just got a message from a friend yesterday as a matter of fact. He wants to do a time attack single cam. He's going to go back to stock. And we're gonna do P29 pistons, and I quoted him because he's a friend. I quoted him $600 shipped to his door. That's the pistons, bearings, and the pistons pressed on by the machine shop. I'm not charging him for labor. I'm just charging him for parts. So under different circumstances, if I hadn't spent $900 this weekend, I would have just gave him the whole thing for free. But I gotta try and recover a little bit of expenses here, so a couple $100 in parts, I'm instead of giving away my block and crank for free and the rods, I'm racking that up. I'm going to charge them for that, but still $600 for a fresh high compression single cam. I think it's pretty fucking winning of a deal here. Also, that's the main reason why I'm going to pick up the single cam though. The block that this guy has is fucking cracked, but that's because he fucked it up through the post mount. Like it cracked through the post mount and it fucked up the block. So the rotating assembly is healthy. So I have another another single cam short block, but I don't have a healthy crank for it. So if anybody wants to buy, if anybody's thinking about doing the high compression P29, which I think for a Y7 Y8 head combo with a P29 pistons is like 12 something compression. So it's right there where it's still good for pump gas. And from what I can see, I was poking around on YouTube. I seen a couple of dyno charts and stuff, and making decent numbers, close to B20. So like I said, single cams aren't going to blow your mind for power, but they can be competitive depending on what kind of racing you're trying to do, what kind of chassis you're putting it in, and I guess it's not necessarily bad. Like you'll if you can make close to B20 power, but you're gonna save on a little bit of weight. And like I said, it comes. It's one of those stylistic things. If you wanna you wanna make a little B series bump in power, but you don't want to do a full B series swap. I think that's definitely a way to go. I haven't written out a full list of for costs for that, but I think I'll do that soon. I'll make a write up on exactly how much that's going to cost to build that block. And here's this also too. Like I've been trying to sell this shit forever. Well, I'm not really trying to sell it forever because I've only actively posted on eBay and I haven't really tried to push it anywhere else. But this the poor man's K28 it's K23. I think it's a block K23 block. Yeah, K28 block. K28 A3 rods and crank, and the A2 pistons. If somebody wants to buy this, I will sell it $500 shipped just to get it out of here. Plus, you know, if you're buying it and you could potentially have it running, that would be great for me too. Of course, like I said, trying to get as many engines as I can running nowadays. This isn't me being a crackhead thinking, oh my God, suddenly. Don't worry, I ain't got you. You're good. It's not like I'm being a crackhead here thinking, oh my God, I need the money because I don't have the job right now. Just went to Freightliner. Freightliner is looking like they're okay with what I can bring to the table, and they're seeming like they're going to be willing to match my fucking my current pay, which is all I care about. I don't give a fuck about a raise. I just want to make the same money at least. The reason why I say seeming is because the service manager forgot he had a meeting in Miami. He had to leave, so I talked to the foreman. The foreman says that the other guy they're looking at hiring wants $45 an hour, and they're not willing to pay that, and they need people. So I think they're willing to take me for what I'm asking for, and the schedule looks like I'm going to have more of a normal life if I go that way. Now, if I still got the interview with Coca-Cola tomorrow, and they're doing 410s, which I've already done, and I'm not completely opposed to, but at the same time, like, if I take the 410 shifts, they want 10:30 or 10 o'clock at night to 8:30 in the morning, and I prefer to work at night, especially maintenance, because, you know, Florida's hot, but it would affect my wife's schedule, and she would have to change her shit up, and I think we can still work around that, but if we can avoid it, why not? But, again, I'm still willing to go. Also, when they're on their hiring page, they're saying their price or their salary range is $19 to $22 an hour. So that's also going to be looking like an issue for me because I want matching pay. So I'm going to go to hear him out because I said I was going to do that. Of course, I accepted. Like, I was getting a phone call to go to the Coca-Cola interview literally 5 minutes before my alarm for the Freightliner interview went off. So. Anyway, yeah, so long story short, I'm not fucking, I'm not trying to go pennies broke on this shit because I'm desperate for money. That's not the problem at all. I really want this gone. You can see that I don't really have a lot of space. There's 2 engine blocks there, this engine block here, 2 more engine blocks over here, that engine block, that engine block, that engine block, and I've got 2 more in the bedroom, and I've got 1 on my front porch and 1 in the storage closet. So if I could clear out some of the space, that'd be awesome. And also, I have a fuck ton of healthy A3 cranks still and several K20 blocks, and I have several more set to these A2 pistons. So if I can get these gone, I can just build another one. And it's not too expensive because I have nearly everything on hand. The only thing I have to buy to build another one would be bearings and rings. So yeah, $500 shipped. That's fucking ridiculously cheap, guys. I'm taking an L. I'm taking an L here on parts because blocks and shit, the total cost. Okay, so if it costs me like $150 to ship, I'm making $350, and that's not all profits. But anyway, I'm willing to do that because I would actually take that money from somebody buying this block, and I would use that to buy injectors and a clutch. So yeah. All right, that's it. Just wanted to talk about some stuff real quick. I came back from the interview. Just decided to chill at the house. Haven't done anything just yet. Wife's coming back. We're going to go watch a movie. And tonight I am going to go out, grab that oil pan, slap the oil pan on, slap the head on that, and that's going to be a long block and call that a wrap. Hopefully I have a timing belt too, and I can time it up and it'll be 100%. And then it's just going to be spray paint it, set it aside, and wait to get a clutch. And I think I have some flywheels laying around too, so that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, guys, I told you this little project's gonna be done with quickness. Yep, looking forward to seeing what I can put down with it. Also, Raw If you're watching, I promise you, your block is the next one going to be on the stand. I want to get this done first. I want to do one at a time. I don't want to take this block off to put another block on, and then take that one off to put this one on. You know what I'm saying? All right. Thanks for watching. Peace.